Nithyanandam. My name is Rajendra. I am from the Netherlands. And while my colleagues were talking about the experiences, what they had, powers they're experiencing through Nyanjana and Garva, I was thinking, what should I tell now? My story is not very long. I learned about Swamiji this year in January, and I was in February for the IA. And I was very skeptic when I came here. I thought, yeah, let's see, I'll pay for it. But the shift happened during Mandala meditation here. And from that time onwards, I mean, I've been in Kumbh Mela. There were these 70 powers which we got initiated into. And from that time onwards, I felt I could I started expressing powers right after these initiations actually. But there's always a gap. I didn't know why. Sometimes I'm so easily able to express powers, and sometimes it doesn't happen at all. And where is the gap between? I got the 23Nov2016 in the Kumbh Mela, which was also a big surprise. But well, still it wasn't really what I could hold on to. But when I got invited for Nithyanandam Yogam program, and which was really a surprise, because when the older batch guys were talking here, I was thinking I shouldn't get this email, or if I get, I mean, I shouldn't. And I was this kind of confusion question answering in my mind. And in the next morning, I see email from Nithyananda Swami, and I keep it open. I don't want to read because I really feel this is the email. What kind of invitation? Well, I read in the evening, and it was an invitation, and so I came here. So what happened actually when I'm here? A lot of things change. Experience really emerged out of me, and also this connectivity to Swamiji. And when we started getting alchemic products like Nyanjana, Garba, and then we got lately Suma Mandala. We have talked about Nyanjana, the power, and Garba that you can manifest through your talking to it. But I want to talk about one very important thing actually. I could say that Garba is more like starting up my engine with me. And when I got Soma Mandala, it just kicked off. I can say it's like I can just, if I'm able to tell it, it's like if you walk every day and one day you get drunk, how you see the reality when you're drunk is totally different when you're not drunk. So this shift is like I see the light, everything is changed. It's like, when I was today at Rudrabhishekam, I could literally feel the Shivalinga actually, and it's as if the communication, the circuit wire, what Swami says, you're going to rewire so the circuit's going to function, it's really working. And I see now much clearer actually why the powers which were given to me by Swamiji, initiations weren't working all the time. And the more I realize it, I find all these powers are just my extensions actually. And I'm much more than that. One instance I want to tell you that I was sitting at the Shivalinga in the Rudrabhishekam, and I was just, had my hand in the front, and I was just waiting that it's going to start soon. And I was looking at the big Shivalinga, and I started feeling heat actually in my hand here. And I thought, I just took it away and said maybe it's something. I mean, my mind started working. Then I put it back again, and again felt heat again. And I thought, this is, then I looked around, I said, it's not even sunny. I mean, I understand that black things radiate heat, but why? And I started scanning this whole Shivalinga actually. And the heat was just coming from the middle of it. And I tried a lot, I mean, up and down, and that was one of the experiences I had, and it brought, actually manifested the truth about this puja we do much more in my being. So now, whenever I, before deities, it's just literally you can experience feel them right there. So that has actually, and I'm quite, I can tell you, Swamiji was telling that they're going to be version 2. I can tell you if it's going to be version 2, then I will be flying around. That was basically my experience. Thank you very much.
Nithyanandam, my name is Ma Dvaita Varjitananda. I'm coming from KL Adinam. So anyways, I actually met Swamiji about 3 months ago on YouTube through Swarupa Priya. And also, when I came here for my first Inner Awakening on September, I was so blown away because literally Swamiji is everything I actually more than what I actually imagined. I'm those type of kids that sits at home and look up in the sky and be like, why did you put me down here? Why am I down here for? I don't feel like I'm myself. I feel weird. Why is this happening to me? Take me back home. So if you are one of those kids that's actually sitting down in your room and looking up in the sky, this avatar, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, Swamiji, he's the one who's calling you. So if I've experienced something so beyond my imagination when it came to manifesting powers, literally within the first week of my September I manifested powers and I could read through the banyan leaf. It was so amazing. It's worthless. Don't bother. Just come here and experience it. And moving on, after September I actually, during one of the darshan during September everyone was talking about Nithyananda Yogam, and I was like, what's this Nithyananda Yogam all about? I want to join. If it's with Swamiji for 3 months, sure, why not? Sign me up. So I actually went up and I was like, Swamiji, please, can I please join Nithyananda Yogam? And I was like, oh my God, he's going to say no. Oh my God, he's going to say yes. It was so, just for that 1 second for him to be like, yes, you can join. Or it felt like 1 year. So fast forward, I came to Nithyananda Yogam and I'm here. And I have a different experience to share with you because during Nithyananda Yogam, I was a causer just for a few weeks. And I managed to cause myself literally fully cause myself before even going into another department. When I was sitting down in Swamiji's courtyard and one of the Balasans was there, they were doing something and we were all getting coffee, and over here when we get coffee we go crazy. We're like, oh, coffee, and we'll start drinking it. So we were passing some to the Balasans and the Balasans didn't really want to drink it, and we were like, okay, and they're like, oh, they didn't do puja. And it just slapped me in the face because I was like, and over here I'm greedy trying to get coffee. Doesn't matter if I did puja, doesn't matter if I did puja, but that thought wasn't there. So I was like, whoa, that's amazing. So I picked up the mic for the first time and I was like, Swamiji, can I please experience Gurukul for a day or something, or change my age and put me in Gurukul? And within a few days, I got transferred to Gurukul, and on that day, that was the day that I fully caused myself. So it was like so meant to be. And now I'm in Gurukul department, so instead of doing causing, I'm actually in Gurukul. And every single day with them is so amazing, and I get the biggest click in the world being with them. My patterns doesn't last at all there. It probably comes up for 1 second or probably a few minutes and it just goes away because they are lion cubs. I'm over there going like meh, and they'll just come at me and the pattern will just disappear. It's such a healing place to be over there. And also, I had the biggest click in the morning today during yoga. I wanted to manifest powers, and one of the other manifestation is just reading. The kids that I'm with every single day, they literally just blindfold and walk with the blindfold, and I'm like, what? No, he's kidding. There's a hole somewhere. And he's literally just going around. I'm just like, are you kidding me? And I'm over here, I'm trying to read a letter. A, B, C. And so I got a little frustrated. So during yoga today, I was like, what type of inner space are they carrying? I don't get it. Yeah, inner space. I'm doing it. And one of the Balasans was like, it's not about your action. It's about your inner space. You have to be childlike. And I was like, I'm a child? And she's like, no, that's still action. And I was like, okay, fine. Tell me, what is inner space then? She said it so simply. She was like, inner space means when you're silent, that doesn't mean powerlessness. It means powerfulness. So I was like, whoa, it hit me so hard, because usually whenever people tell you, hey, keep quiet, you go to silent mode. It's powerlessness. When you want to say something but you don't want to say something, you keep quiet. That's powerlessness. That's why it's hard for us to manifest, because half of the time when we're silent, we're actually going into powerlessness. So it was such a huge click for me in the morning that I was like, that's what these kids are carrying all the time, even when they're just staring and like looking at the sky. Whoa, no wonder they're manifesting much, much more than what we can as an adult. And I'm just saying, when you're coming here, all the preparation that Swamiji has given you, all the alchemy products like the Garba and the Nyaranjana, yes, do all of that. But at the same time, remember, be a child. You're daughters and sons of the cosmos. That's what cosmos came down here. That's what Swamiji came down here. That's why the inner image that you're always seeing, everyone's projecting. Everyone be like, oh, she's my completion. Yeah, okay, she's a pattern of mine. What can she tell me? You sometimes forget. Look around. Look at the Balasans. They're kids. And they're the one that's the most highest peak potential of you. That's the one that you need to come out with. The kid in you. So, I welcome all of you to come join Sadashivoham. Come, be a kid, play. And also, enjoy yourself and bring yourself to the highest peak possibility ever. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam. Are you ready for the Sadashivoham 2016?